Perth, Australia, September 14th, 2025. On a crisp morning in Western Australia, the nation's defence priorities took a monumental leap forward. Standing at the Henderson Defence Precinct near Perth, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Defence Minister Richard Marles outlined one of the largest defence investments in recent memory, a move framed as both a practical necessity and a geopolitical signal. Australia will pour 6.8 billion euros, 12 billion Australian dollars, into upgrading Henderson over the next decade, transforming it into a hub for nuclear submarine maintenance, shipbuilding and alliance integration under the AUKUS pact. This project represents more than an infrastructure investment. It is a statement of intent at a time when regional tensions, particularly with China, loom large. Flanked by senior officials and defence personnel, Albanese set the stage by underscoring the scale of the decision. Cameras captured the Prime Minister as he described the funding as part of a much broader defence modernisation effort. Anthony Albanese declared, "Today I am very pleased to announce that my government will provide 12 billion Australian dollars, approximately 6.8 billion euros, in new funding for the Henderson Defence Precinct right here in Western Australia." This brings our additional defence investment over the next decade to 70 billion Australian dollars, approximately 39 billion euros. Once completed, this complex will ensure continued military shipbuilding. And with AUKUS here in Western Australia, today's investment is another way we're delivering record defence funding to strengthen Australia's capabilities. We're investing in our capabilities and we're investing in our relationships. The Prime Minister emphasised that the Henderson site is not just about the vessels it will build or maintain, but about embedding Australia's defence industry within a broader strategic framework. The Henderson Defence Precinct has long been a cornerstone of Western Australia's naval operations. However, the new funding signals its transformation into a facility capable of sustaining the next generation of nuclear-powered submarines. Richard Marles, the Minister for Defence, laid out the vision in direct terms. Simply put, the Henderson Defence Precinct will be where we support and maintain our future nuclear-powered submarines, and it will also be where we undertake continuous shipbuilding in the West. That's what the Henderson Defence Precinct is all about. Henderson, and in that sense, it is very clearly an Australian sovereign capability, and that is its purpose. But in terms of submarine maintenance, it is an AUKUS facility. The emphasis on sovereign capability was not accidental. Australia's defence strategy has increasingly sought to balance independence with alliance cooperation. Henderson, in this framing, symbolises both.